I personally think that cancel culture is one of the most ridiculous things that ever took root in social media. I personally really don't understand how we as society ever allowed that to be, how we actually allowed that to take root, to take shape, to ever progress to a point where it became a thing. I really just don't get that. I don't get it. Hey, Dave Chappelle. I said it, I said it, I said it, and I've always said it. Okay. Cancel culture should be cancelled. Cancel culture. Plain and simple. I've always said it. Quite frankly, I've never really understood cancel culture, ever. If you really think about it. Cancel culture has never really been a culture that deserves to kind of get the recognition that it tends to get. It's just one of those things that I've just never really understood. Quite frankly, I think it just gets too much attention, it gets too much credit. It shouldn't even be called a culture because if you think about it, it's not really a lot of people that usually kind of, you know, out there complaining. If there's a tweet out there or there's a bunch of people that complain about something that somebody says and they all scream out loud, oh, cancel Dave Chappelle, oh, cancel this actor, oh, cancel that singer, whatever the case may be. They have an opinion. How many people are we talking about, really? You know, it's a very small number of people. Small number of people. Okay? You could have literally 100 tweets. Literally, or less than 100 tweets, actually. A couple of people. And they're just going at it. Tagging or re-tagging each other and hashtagging the same thing. And next thing you know, newspaper headlines put it out there that there's a public outcry. There's a public outcry. Who is the public, really? Who is people, really? The majority of people could care less. We have enough problems in our lives already to care about this stupid nonsense that everybody wants somebody to be cancelled for. There's billions of people in this world, and I can guarantee you right now, whatever X number of people who are the so-called cancel culture propagators, they are not worth their attention. They're just not worth it. We should just ignore them. As a matter of fact, in any situation, if Disney, Netflix, Nike, whatever organization cancels somebody because they're afraid or they just don't really want to go through the whole PR crazy nonsense. Because let's face it, money knows no race, money knows no gender, money knows no politics. They care about your money. They don't care about your sexual orientation or your agenda or anything like that. They just don't really care about that. So they want to make sure that, you know what, we don't need that. Okay? We don't need that. So they do whatever they have to do. They chicken out, in other words. So if a corporate organization cancels somebody, I think it's on them. I got no problem with anybody complaining. Everybody has a right to complain. Everybody has a right to say whatever they want to say. Do I have to take them seriously? Not really. I don't have to take them seriously. But if Nike or if Disney fires an actor because somehow, some way, some people or some couple of, I don't know, some crazy people just, started a petition of some sort to have someone fired because they don't like their opinion or whatever, it's on Disney. Disney is gutless. It's Disney who's gutless. It's Netflix who's gutless. It's whoever that's gutless. Heck, it's YouTube that's gutless. I hope not, but it's just ridiculous. Freedom of speech means freedom of speech. It's really crazy how one can advocate for freedom of speech, but at the same time, they want to censor somebody's freedom of speech. And they propose themselves or they align themselves and structure themselves as though they are inclusive or they are very tolerant of others, whereas they actually are not. It's stupid and ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. So where does it put us? Where does it place us? You got Dave Chappelle now out here, doing his thing as usual. A comedic genius as usual. Gets out there, strategically aligns his response to a product that is putting out there and he's inviting people, he's inviting members of the LGBTQ community or the trans or whatever, that those who say that he must be cancelled or whatever, to say, hey, listen, I got my conditions. You need to watch it. You need to watch my special first in order for you to come through and we can have a conversation and discussion. It's very interesting, because that's really what it's all about. If we're not having discussions and conversations, then what are we doing? He just put it out as like it is. I've never really personally understood cancel culture and this whole nonsense. I mean, it's gonna get to a point where you're gonna laugh when somebody is being made fun of, but as soon as somebody makes fun of you, then you don't laugh. I mean, come on, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So it is what it is. I applaud him for that. What's the lesson we can all learn from Dave Chappelle? Guys, nothing can cancel the word of God. Okay? Nobody can cancel the word of God. I don't know why Christians are so scared, are so afraid of speaking out about whatever or standing up for what they believe. I'm telling you right now, I live in a world right now where Christians are just kind of like undercover. I live in South Africa right now. Show, bro, okay? Everything liberal is just taking root. Everything, every single thing. South Africans just chilling, like it doesn't affect them. They're just chilling, like there's no TV programs that are going to affect them or their children, or somebody's indoctrinating their children in all kinds of things, what type of programs they're going to be watching and so on. Nobody's standing up for anything. Nobody's standing up for their belief. What are they scared of? Are you scared of somebody shooting you down because of your belief? If you don't agree with them? What are you scared of? Scared of losing your job? Personally, I've never really understood this. I've never really understood this mentality. I've never really understood people who kind of do that, who kind of like stoop down because they're scared of losing their job, or they're scared of what other people might say if they stand up for their belief. It's just really interesting. It just never really kind of gets to me. I don't know, maybe it's just me because of the way that I think as a person, but it is what it is. But yes, freedom of speech, 100%, 100% all the way. I applaud Dave Chappelle. Well done, sir. Well done. Well done, sir, for sticking your guns. I like this guy. I like this Shappelle guy. He's got it all together. He knows exactly what he's talking about. You know what I mean? He's got it all together. I think we're all learn something from that. You'll be surprised at what happens when you actually kind of really stand up for something that you really truly believe in. And this applies in all walks of life. Okay, you'll be surprised. People actually can take courage in seeing someone doing something that they know they can do, but they just don't do it. We don't do it enough, or at all, for that matter. That's what I want to really talk about, really. Well, that's actually all that I really want to talk about. Dave Chappelle and his extraordinary leap of faith or gutsiness. If God is for us, who shall be against us? Right, guys, thanks for watching. Do take care of yourself and God bless. Dave Chappelle. I'm gonna go watch a special. I'm gonna watch something called